The next thing I want to take a look at is niches and what happens when you really drill down into the niches. So one of them is print ads. Print ads can work extremely well. Extremely well. Again, what this takes a look at is being able to deliver value inside of a certain industry. Now, if you're looking at advertising and maybe the local newspaper, that might not be the best fit. Depends who you are, but most of the time it's not. So we take a look at very industry-specific types of advertising. A lot of trade publications. Again, go back to that financial advisor niche. There's a lot of trade publications that fit into that financial advisor niche that allows you to do some advertising inside of that and be in front of them. General business magazine, chamber publications. Print can be very effective because you're in front of people again and again. And we figure out ways that we can actually track print to figure out what is working for you and what's not working for you. If you're interested to find out how we do some of that tracking, hit us up at the end of this. I'll get you the website to go to, and we'll fill you in on some of those details. The other side of it, take a look at sponsorships. We do sponsor quite a few trade shows overall. It gets our name again in front of those buyers because we know our niche, we know where they're at. Most of these organizations, where most of these, have organizations, and these organizations have annual meetings. Become a sponsor of those annual meetings. Be able to meet up with a bunch of the attendees, or maybe initially just become an attendee. One hack on this, I had a good friend that did this. I love the idea. He could not afford to get in the door for one of the annual meetings that his main niche had. So what he ended up doing is dressing up, but he also grabbed a power cord, an extension cord, and he wrapped that kind of around his shoulder, carried it in, walked right past one of the sign-up sheet is at, and walked right into the convention. Because people looked at him, well, if he's carrying around an extension cord, he must be somebody important. He must be going somewhere. He must be helping out. You can even have little hacks like that. If initially you can't afford it, but at least you can be in front of those people. The other side of it, as these conferences set up a booth, but generally if we are doing it ourselves, it's not enough just to be a booth or have a booth. It's become a presenter. Have a breakout session. Most of the time with these conventions is they're struggling to fill every single breakout. Many times we'll have ideas on a keynote speaker. They'll bring in that keynote, maybe that keynote will do a breakout as well. The majority of conferences do struggle to find enough people to lead even a 45-minute breakout section. Become that presenter. The nice thing about this too, whenever we sponsor a conference, speak at a conference, we always negotiate to get the list of attendees up front. And the reason is we then send them a direct mail piece that advertises free beer. So come by our booth, on this afternoon, and we'll hand you a free beer. The perfect thing about free beer is not everybody loves free beer, but the majority of people love free beer. But it also gets them to come by our booth. It gives us at least a couple of seconds, if not generally speaking, a couple of minutes, chit chat to find out more information about them. We also lead with value. Free beer is good value, just like the belt method. The belt method is all about leading with value, or that digital newspaper that always talks about. Just taking the same concepts online and applying them offline. So the free beer is it opens up the conversation. A lot of times what we do as well is we'll bring in a Keurig machine and we'll give free coffee away in the morning. And the beautiful thing about a Keurig machine is typically it takes about 60 seconds to make a cup of coffee. So it gives us a real good opportunity to be able to chat with that person for about 60 seconds. The other side of it, after we're done with some of these conferences, is we'll send out a handwritten letter. Think about it. When was the last time you got a handwritten letter? A handwritten anything. Might have been birthdays, but even we just got done with the holiday season. There used to be a lot of people that would write out letters about what happened in the past year. Majority of the time anymore, it's 3, 4, 5 photos, ship it, and done. And that's about it. So a handwritten note is a huge key on this as well, and something to really kind of take advantage of. So the other side of it is just Google. Part of the ad buyers we talk to, a decent chunk of them are focused more on the Facebook side of it than Google. But just set a solid foundation. Even for our agency on Google, we can be a hell of a lot more aggressive than this. But even we will spend only $200, $250 a month protecting our brand, going after competitors that we have in the marketplace, and really just representing our core competencies. By $200 to $250 a month, we're able to kind of protect our brand. We're in front of competitors. We're able to get enough leads. to be sufficient in our pipeline overall. And that really allows us to lay a really good foundation. So can you see how this could benefit you as well? Just making sure that you're protecting that, because regardless in advertising, how they find out about you, they're going to go online to find out that much more information about you. So being distinctive, this is what we end up doing, and you can see this. So the big thing is, a lot of times marketing, especially in print or visuals, it's very stock based, very, just cheesy or stoic, or it just isn't there. So for some of our marketing, we put together a one-eyed cyclops. And with the ad, you wouldn't be reading this if we had put a respectable business person in that chair. You'd have just glossed over it. But we didn't use a business person. We used an orange puppet with a blue mohawk, and it stopped you because he's not what you're expecting. He got noticed. 89% of ads don't get noticed. And this is the type of stuff we're talking about being distinctive, not necessarily different. I'll be honest with you. I think we are phenomenal at what we do. There's a lot of agencies out there that are pretty dang good at what they do. And we're talking about, kind of fractional differences at times. But if we can be distinctive in the marketplace, we'll win more than not. Again, just imagine being distinctive instead of different and the impact that'll make on your business. The other side of it is we bought billboards here locally in Lincoln for advertising. We bought billboards in some very high trafficked part of town. It's in a very business-centric part of town. So they see this imprint all the time. This is the exact billboard that you see up on the screen as well. So you'll be able to hit that impact again and again and again. And I feel like at times, like this guy is almost watching over you, the Cyclops is watching you. The other flip side of it, because again, it's not always about business. Sometimes it's about talent acquisition. The billboard happens to be close to the local university here as well. The University of Nebraska has one of the best journalism schools throughout the entire United States. We win awards